afternoon, Paranerds. I hope your day is going absolutely splendidly, and I welcome you back to the 31 Days of Halloween. That's right, we're continuing my 31 favorite horror movies. And today we have a movie that took me quite by surprise. I was kind of expecting this to be just another Italian gore fun romp fest, but no, I was pleasantly surprised with this film, and it's quickly become one of my favorites, because today we are talking about...
Last night the angel of evil possessed me, and I became his servant. I want to do evil, to kill.
The Church. I went into this thinking this was going to be kind of a gory, gross film. And this is more of an, I don't want to say intelligent, but more of a gothic atmosphere. One that just kind of makes you think, and you just kind of sit, relax, and enjoy it. So what is The Church about? Well, basically, during the Middle Ages, a group of Knights Templar invade a supposed coven of witches. They're not witches, they're Satan worshippers. Not all witches are Satan worshippers. So, unfortunately, back in, we had the whole satanic panic and stuff, and we're going to be talking about that later on in the channel, but a group of Satan worshippers, and they slaughter them and dig a massive grave and bury them and build a massive Gothic church on top of the corpses. We then cut to present day, where the librarian Evan is hired to organize the old books of the church, but he keeps feeling compelled and finds a secret in the church. And without knowing it, he unleashes these demonic beings and gets possessed by one. Soon after, several visitors are trapped inside the church and start becoming possessed by more demons. It is now up to Father Gus and the teenager Lottie, played by Asia Argento, who did a wonderful job in this. They somehow are the only people not possessed and must discover the secret that might save mankind. And I was so surprised by this film, because it sounds like it could be just a schlock gore fest. It was originally conceived as another entry in the popular Demon series, but director Michele Soavi insisted that this film stand alone and not be connected with the films, because he felt Demons and Demons 2, in an interview, he refers to them as pizza schlock, and wanted La Chiesa, or The Church, to be more sophisticated. And it's a sophisticated horror film. It takes its time in getting to the horror. They do some actual research into the what these things are and why the church is what it is. And unfortunately, in other countries, this was released as Demons 3: The Church. just to cash in on the name. There's not a lot of behind the scenes stuff. This movie, it's hard to explain. It has to be seen to be understood. There is an image there, and this is a really cool scene too, of a biker's naked girlfriend hugging a winged snake man like demon, is taken directly from the famous Boris Vallejo painting. And I had to admit, I was shocked. Like, some of the scenes, I was shocked. Like, when you're expecting gore and disgusting and blood, and it's nothing like that. It's done very well. It has a very good story. It's very atmospheric and beautiful. And what I mean by beautiful is it's shot, the lighting, the location is done in a beautiful way. The cast is very good. The dubbing needs work, but you can suffer through that. It's well acted, and for a film that a lot of the studios were being pressured, the studio was pressuring the director to kind of make it a Demons franchise film. He stuck to his guns and made a sophisticated, atmospheric, gothic horror movie, and did a wonderful job. I love The Church. It's one of the recent movies I've seen that I added to my favorites, and I added it to my collection. And I was not expecting to view this as that. I was expecting a horror fest. Not one that, yes, there are some disturbing scenes in this film, but it started to make me think. And I sat down and enjoyed this film, and made me want to look into, like, if there's more lore and all that in this film. I couldn't find much, but to make this film on its own, Dario Argento being a producer, so you can definitely feel some Argento influences there, like Suspiria, Inferno, more of his films. You can definitely feel it, but it's not the gore fest you would expect. And there's a reason I keep saying that, because I was expecting this to be outrageously gory. I remember there's like maybe one death, and it's not gory, it's just weird. And there's another death that might have a tiny bit of gore. But I more or less remember just being captivated by this film. Where I was expecting mayhem and slaughter, I got stunning imagery and texture and atmosphere, and I was happy to have that. It's still, I love the Demons films, don't get me wrong, they're fun movies, but this film is completely separate, and I feel bad that Michele Soavi did so much to kind of distance itself from those films that it ended up being called Demons Through the Church in certain areas anyways. I feel bad for that. But when you go in expecting this Demons-like film and you get this, you enjoy it. Like, I enjoyed it. Well, you may not. This film, I highly recommend it because it's different. Whereas if you're just looking for the guts and gore and blood and killings, it may not be for you. But this film was for me, and I quite enjoyed this film. And I was very happy to have discovered it, and I'm glad I did. It's quickly become one of my favorites. If you're able to find it, I found it on Amazon Prime, and I ordered the Region B Blu-ray. Hopefully it'll be getting here soon. Oh, I already got it. I forgot. I do have it already. I just don't know where I put it. Anyways, I have the Blu-ray. I'm excited to add that to my collection. I'm excited that I have added it to my favorite horror movie list. And if you're able to find it, I found it on Amazon Prime. Give it a shot. You might end up enjoying it. I hope you do. I thank you all so much for watching. This is probably going to be a short one, but that's just because there wasn't a lot of facts I could find about this movie. And talking about the movie, it's really hard to explain. It more has to be seen to understand. But I wanted to at least do a video on this and get it out there. Because even though I believe it is a cult classic, I still don't think it's as popular as it should be. Like pretty much all the films on this list during my series. But if you ever get a chance to watch it, please do. I highly recommend it. Remember, we truly live in a weird world. Quit watching some idiot in his basement talking about horror movies and go experience these horror movies and experience this weird world. But know that I do appreciate you watching this idiot blab about horror movies in his basement. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope your day continues to be fantastic. And I'll see you in the next one.